Hello, Aquarius. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. I hope that you're doing well today. This is your tarot card for the week of November 23rd, 2025. I've set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Aquarius in any of those placements, odds are there is a little message in this reading for you today. Also, keep in mind, it is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. And so messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. Be sure to check your other placements. Also, keep in mind, I am a Gemini. My ruling planet, Mercury, is in retrograde. So if I stumble or fumble my way through your reading, I ask for your forgiveness ahead of time. Also, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading that I do is typically a question that source wants you to think about, contemplate, go within, do some soul searching so you can make a decision to move your life forward in an effort to ensure that you don't get too stuck or too stagnant in a particular situation, environment, connection, possibly even a pattern that is no longer serving your highest good. So let's get into the collective now, tapping into the Aquarius collective. For Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week for Aquarius for the week of November 23rd, 2025? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, my dear. The Knight of Cups. Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? Bottom of the deck, Justice. What needs to be resolved and set right in your life? Now, it doesn't have to be romantic love. This could be professional. Between you and a colleague, you and an employee, an employer. It could be within your platonic connections, meaning with your friends, your family members, maybe even your neighbors. And yes, for some of you, it could be romantic in nature. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups. Why is this the tarot card of the week for Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, Queen of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Three of Cups. The bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. That leaves the Empress, the Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands, Five of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. Whether you are masculine or feminine, whether you are currently partnered or whether you are currently single, there's a void. It's the best way I can describe it. There's a void here in the Aquarius collective, meaning you are longing. See how the Queen of Swords is sort of looking off into the distance. There's a longing here for connection. So I could be speaking to an Aquarius where you very much would like to have a very close friend or a great network of friends, people you can lean on, people you can count on, people who can lean on you, people who can count on you. I could be speaking to an Aquarius where maybe you have a great group of friends, but you're longing for familial connections. You'd like to have a family, or you would like your family to be closer, or you'd like to meet friends who actually become like family members, become part of the fabric of your life. And yes, I have that third group of you where you are longing to have a romantic partner. You miss having equitable, I just heard, equitable, reciprocal connection when it comes to love. You think about this a lot. In fact, you spend a lot of pentacle resources in terms of time contemplating. It would be really nice to have this person or this type of person or these types of people in my life. There's literally serious contemplation about that. So there's a little bit of a void when it comes to heart space here in the Aquarius collective. I think what you really would like is love. And again, on some level, I mean, I could be speaking to an Aquarius where you don't particularly get along well with your colleagues. And you're like, I really recall the days when I worked at so-and-so company and all of the coworkers, we all got along, we supported one another. So again, I don't know for you if it's professional, personal, platonic, romantic, but I know that you're longing for a connection. Three of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like you're almost like in search of it, at least energetically speaking. You would like to have long-lasting connections in your life, connections that can go the distance, connections that are solid, connections that become a staple of your life, connections that are fair and balanced, connections that are fun, enthusiastic, bring a level of joy into your life, but not fly by night connections. This is Knight of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. This is we're having fun together and we are enjoying life together for life, right? For the long haul. Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about that Queen of Swords energy. Again, I don't read body parts. The Devil came out of the, Six of Cups, and the Devil came flying out of the deck. And the Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Three of Pentacles. This won't be everyone's message. For some of you, you are contemplating, let me correct that. I have a couple of different groups here for you, so only take the messages that resonate. I have a group of you here where you think a lot about someone who is no longer in your life. This is someone either you had to walk away from them or they walked away from you. It could be a Capricorn. It doesn't have to be. It's possible if they're not a Capricorn that the connection just became toxic. There was a, I don't know how to word this, a lustful or sexual intense attraction that you had for this person and they had for you. So yeah, for some of you, this is a person of the past. And although maybe other things are going well in your life, you find yourselves more, often than not, thinking about this person. Like you almost get lost in thought, thinking about this past soulmate connection. For others of you, this is an individual that you're currently with. And you often contemplate what life would be like if you walked away from them, if they were no longer in your life. So take it how it resonates. For some of you, you are very nostalgic at this time about someone who is no longer in your life, either by force or by choice, or you're contemplating leaving someone who is currently in your life. If you are a single Aquarius, I think you give considerable thought about re-entering the dating pool. But I think you're apprehensive to do so because of a past experience that left you a bit scarred and wounded. So take those messages how they resonate. Some of you contemplating leaving a connection in your life. Others of you recalling back fondly to a connection that you had, even if it was toxic back then. Now, Six of Cups, there's still a fondness there when you think about that individual. Yeah, for some of you, it could be a Capricorn, but I'm taking it more like it was toxic, but you still have some fond memories. And for others of you, you're contemplating like re-entering the dating world, but you're a little nervous to do that. You'd like to go off in search of that ninth cup, but you're a little apprehensive. So take that message how it resonates. Contemplating leaving someone currently, remembering someone from the past, or considering meeting a new person, or like I said, even new people in the future. Four of Cups, though. You're in the Four of Cups. So I feel like even if you want new connection, the feeling here seems to be a question of vulnerability. Tell me about that Four of Cups. Some of you don't want to get hurt again. So let me put it in context to those three groups that I picked up on before. If you're thinking about a past person, you sometimes wonder if you should reach out to them, but you don't actually act on it. You don't actually reach out to them. You consider doing it because like I said, even though it was toxic, you still have some fond memories with them. You consider reaching out, but you never do. If this is the current person and you're thinking about walking away from them, you contemplate it, but you haven't taken any action. There's no pentacle resources put into this. You're not creating a plan at this time. It's just something that you heavily consider. Is it the right thing for me to do to walk away from this person? And for those of you, like I said, where you want to walk towards the ninth cup, you're a little reluctant to do it. You dream about what it would be like to have a person or have that person, but there's something here of like, you're just sort of leaving it in dreamland for now. Tell me why that Four of Cups is here. Thank you. Nine of Swords, lost in your head. No offense, you are an air sign, as am I. Doubts, fears, insecurities. If I contact that past person, what ends up happening? If I leave this current person, what ends up happening? If I move towards a new person, what ends up happening? There's a lot of worry here, and this is why there's no movement in either direction. You're sort of standing still and just in heavy contemplation mode. Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, and that, my love, is the truth and justice. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. You would very much like to contact that past person. You would very much like to leave the person that you're currently with. You would very much like to meet a new person. In all of those scenarios, there's a new chapter. You contemplate it, you think about it, you take no action towards it. It's like you're You're waiting. What are you waiting for? Three of Cups. This is what you want. Reunion, harmony, coming together with someone, laughter, camaraderie, friendship, love. That's what you would like. Tell me more about that Three of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. Death, the Emperor, and the Three of Pentacles, bottom of that Queen of Wands. That's very much what you would like. You would like to transform that void within you where you're missing someone, or you're longing for someone, or you want someone new. Like, you very much would like that. You would like a connection that you can build upon, be vulnerable with, open yourself up to, grow with. You feel it would transform your life in some way if you took Queen of Wands, the inspired action to do it. Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? You have an opportunity here. You can move forward and take the inspired action to give or receive that offer. Contact the past person, maybe leave the new person, move towards someone else. Tell me about that. Three of Wands. I feel like you could take the inspired action today. The Three of Wands is, if I recall, astrologically speaking, I believe that is the sun in Aries. And we already have the Emperor, which is Aries. And the sun, like when the sun comes up, like tomorrow morning, you can take the inspired action. You can contact that past person. You can fix the current relationship. You can leave the current relationship. You can meet a new person, meet new people, connect with the new person. Like, you literally could do any of those things, or at least start, to prepare to do any of those things, like first thing in the morning. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Queen of Wands, taking that inspired action, Four of Swords, and the Moon. And the only thing that stops you, fears, doubts, and insecurities. And so where energetically you want to be the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, even, I don't read body parts. The Four of Swords is like, let me sleep on it for one more night. So let me think about it for one more day. But the days are passing by. You're losing time, right? When we look at Pentacle resources, time, love, money, commitment, devotion, our most precious commodity is time. Can't buy it, can't make more of it, you can't trade it. And so while you keep putting off giving or receiving that cup, I think what you're not realizing, and that's maybe the point of this message, is you're losing time to connect with another human or reconnect with a past person, to create memories, to have shared experiences, all that stuff that you want here, love, nurturance, growth, expansion. 333. You're missing out on all of that. So by you saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll find someone tomorrow, I'll leave this person tomorrow, I'll connect with that person tomorrow, I'll call that past person back tomorrow, all of the tomorrows are adding up and you're losing time. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. I think that's what you want. Long-lasting, nurturing, happy connections. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Page of Swords, King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. Bottom of deck, Eight of Pentacles. Boy, you'd love that more than anything, to be able to fully open up your heart as a King or Queen of Cups, to have that passionate beginning or passionate connection, passionate new beginning, or the creative new beginning with a group of friends. Someone that you can communicate your heart space to. Someone who knows how to communicate it back to you. You'd love to go from knight to king or knight to queen. So that's what you're desiring. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, my love. How do we get you there? Can we get 3 cards of advice? How Aquarius can move past the doubts, fears, and insecurities and reservations. The anxieties. One more shuffle here. Thank you. How can you get past the Two of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Hierophant? Bottom of the deck, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the World card. It's interesting. The Two of Swords is the Moon in Libra, the Moon and the Justice card. In fact, she has a tattoo that I just realized on her forearm of the Scales of Justice. I think your fear here is that the past will repeat itself. It's almost like you don't want to be emotionally vulnerable unless you're guaranteed that it'll be a rock solid relationship. So I'm asking, how can you open up your heart space? You need to open up your heart space, understanding that nothing is certain and nothing is guaranteed. The only thing that is that you're losing more time by not being vulnerable and by not extending yourself to another, to connect with another, to open up your heart to another. There are no guarantees. This is like, I'd love to make new friends, but I guarantee, Hierophant, we have to be on the same page, same morals, same beliefs. They've got to be solid, right? 10 of Pentacles in the Hierophant. They got to be in my life for the rest of my life. They have to be true. They have to be loyal. They have to have, be people of integrity. Yeah, I agree with you, but not everyone is. So what do? You just close off your world to you're never going to have anyone in your life? You'd love to have, a partner in your life where you can connect and build and be excited and passionate about and long-term. But it's like, unless I'm guaranteed it's going to go the distance, Hierophant to the 10 of Pentacles, I'm not even going to try to be vulnerable. I don't even want to go the distance. And I'm certainly not going to leave the person I'm with, as uncomfortable or toxic as it is, unless I'm guaranteed that the next person is going to, go the distance. But we have no guarantees, my love. The only guarantee you have here is you are wasting time. So the first thing you need to realize is there's no guarantees. You might get your heart broken. You may not. It may go the distance. It may not. It's a gamble you'll need to take. Two of Swords. You're not going to know one way or another, right? She's blindfolded here in this card. Okay. So if Aquarius has that realization, accepts that there's no guarantee, and they're ready to open up their heart, what's the next advice here? 3 cards here for Aquarius. One more shuffle. Thank you. Next step, 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. 2 cards wanted to come out here. King of Swords and the World. You can't make it up. That's why I love tarot. Happiness, emotional fulfillment, soulmate connection. King to the Queen of Swords. Someone who speaks your language. Someone who's an effective communicator. They don't have to be an air sign. And I typically don't see King to the Queen of Swords as the ideal match. But it's also 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. And the World card signifies a new chapter. So it is someone who's on the same page with you. It's someone who is intellectually stimulating, someone who's a great conversationalist. So what happens when you lower your guard? That's the type of person or the type of people you meet. Now, are you guaranteed that everyone on the planet will fit that criteria? No. But you're guaranteed at least one person will. That's the message. So are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? I'm an Aquarius rising. My answer is yes. Because I might go through 20 people that put me in this. But man, when I meet this person over here, this one right here, it'll be well worth it. I think it's time for the Aquarius Collective to become a little bit more emotionally vulnerable and to have victory, triumph, and success when it comes to all connections in their life. So yes, it is time to be a little bit vulnerable. So that is your tarot card for the week, the Knight of Cups. Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? I would say that answer is a yes. But I'll leave it up to you to ponder that question this week. That is what I have for you, Aquarius. That is your tarot card for the week of November 23rd, 2025. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Hype the video if you can. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.